Hey guys, and welcome to my small channel. Today we will discuss the question if Instagram and photography can benefit from each other. So, as a short introduction, I'm working at the moment as a social media manager, so I have to monitor and learn pretty much about all the social media platforms and have to figure out strategies that the content of my customers will perform better. Also, I studied political communications with a focus of the aesthetic performance of people in the field of politics. So we will dive deep. At the beginning, I will give some brief insights and short explanations about the mechanics of this platform and how this mechanics will impact you and your work as a photographer. I believe that the trend in today's photography is away from the theatrical and stage photograph and toward the more spontaneous and sincere way of seeing. With this quote from Alexei Brodovich, we will start our discussion. Instagram is designed to give you a nice time on this app. If you like portrait pictures, you will get a ton of those. If you like landscape photographs, you will get a ton of those. If you like pictures from the hooves of cattle, you have a serious problem, but you will also get a ton of those. The app has the intention that you will waste much of your time on this app, but it also gives you the opportunity to upload your own content that you can show yourself spontaneously to your friends and other people. That other apps copy this intention from Instagram is a bit funny, cause Instagram will also copy this intention from itself. So, to illustrate how much Instagram has changed over the years since it was launched, I will quote you Kevin Systrom. From a blog post of him from the year 2012. So we will hear him out. Since our launch in October of 2012, we focused on building a simple app that has inspired creativity while capturing everyday moments through the lens of your mobile phone. Our focus on building out a mobile-only experience is a unique path that we've chosen for many reasons. The most important of which is that Instagram, at its core, is about seeing and taking photos on the go. But is the content you consume on Instagram really spontaneous? Probably not. This is because you want to show yourself and your work in the best way you can imagine. And as a photographer, you also want to tell stories with your pictures. To tell a story, you need context and a setting. If you don't have a recent event near you that provides the setting and the context, you have to produce it. And this fabrication, of course, is not very spontaneous. So you have to fight the urge against the idea of Instagram to produce the perfect content. As we all can relate, we all lose this fight. So we will fabricate stories. As you can imagine, fabricating stories and presenting him or herself as the best way possible is the best way to perform on Instagram. This urge to produce perfect sceneries has also many downsides. One of them is that it will not push creativity, it will push similarity. As you can imagine, fabricating stories and presenting him or herself is the best way to perform on this app. But this urge to perfection has many downsides. One of them is that it does not encourage creativity, but similarities. But why is this a case? The way Instagram will provide you with this content is featured with a complex mathematical formula, which includes a lot of score based on your behavior. We will call it an algorithm. This thingy is the reason you get your daily coffee content. As you can see, it is user-based. You get content from creators you probably like. To see content from them, they need relevance. This relevance is fabricated by the scoring system of the algorithm. If content doesn't get much attention, it will not perform well. If content don't perform well, you will not reach thus many people you wanted to reach. Portraits and selfies are a good example for this matter, because all of them are looking like the same. Slightly different, but the same. Many portraits on Instagram are beautiful and technically a masterpiece, but they all look similar. If you want content which is not mainstream's best friend, you have to go to the niche. But if you go to the niche, you will not reach out to as many people you may want. Instagram's algorithm is based on similarities in the mainstream and also in the niche area. Maybe you can catch a trend, but if you want organic and constant growth, you have to trade off your creativity and use similarities of the group you might impress. And I think this is very important to know for your own work and your own way of representation, that Instagram has these limitations on the one side because of the algorithm and on the other side because of the people, so your future community or recent community which are using this app. Another problem that photographers will face on Instagram is that pictures don't in anymore on this platform. Instagram launched an attack on TikTok. It introduced his Reels. So to introduce this new function and to get ahead of the user base of TikTok, it gives Reels a lot of an impression and reach advantage. Because of these changes in the algorithm, many influencers, creators and celebrities made a huge storm of criticism. They were writing petitions and also made a lot of content in which they asked Instagram to change back the algorithm, that also other content types will get the same advantage as Reels got. They got their victory, but with a slightly twist. Adam Mosseri said that Instagram will not longer advantage Reels before other content types, but that also the demand for Reels has increased up to 50%. So the user base on Instagram want more Reels. Not photographs, not slideshows, not IGTV, it want Reels. So also this encourages Instagram to change also that every type of video that you post on this app is automatically a reel. So I will predict that in the future IGTV will no longer be the case. So if you want to build yourself a community and appeal them, you have to produce Reels for Instagram, so you will get all of the reach and impressions and so on to promote yourself and show off your work. But to produce in another content form can be very challenging for young photographers and videographers or for starters. If your content doesn't stand out or it don't reach many people, you will not get any feedback. So if you don't get any feedback, it can be a huge bummer for your own motivation. So you will think, oh, all my pictures or video sucks, I'm not a good photographer or videographer, and you will start to question yourself. But you shouldn't do this. In conclusion, I would suggest that you not value the missing hearts and also the missing feedback too high, because there are many other ways to get your dopamine and appreciation of your work than from this dopamine slot machine. But some photographers and videographers will start to chase the hearts. So they produce content they don't even like by themselves. But they think, if I produce this type of content, I will get more likes, a bigger audience, or maybe I will get famous with my content, which are thoughts which are perfectly okay. And we all should set our goals and should try to reach them. But if you begin to produce content you don't like by yourself to appeal others, so you may improve your technical skills, but is this the story you want to tell? Is this the story you want your pictures to tell your audience? Instagram is a great way to get inspiration from other creators or photographers, but you should have in mind that it shouldn't be the only way you get any feedback or validation for your work. So you have to look for other places you can get your feedback and grow on yourself and your work. So if you want to improve yourself and your photography skills, you should talk to other people. And a good way to meet these people and other photographic enthusiasts is to participate in photographic walks or in photo groups in your town or the area. You can get in touch with these groups and through Instagram, but there, with these people, you can share your own tips and tricks and also get from the others tips and tricks to improve your own work. And also there you have a much more safer environment to discuss your work. So there you can grow together as a group. And this experience will lose all the boundaries you might have by yourself, and the criticism from them and also the validation from them will be much more worth to you than any like or any comment can be on the app. Of course, with this way, your ability to reach as many people like popular Instagram account are much more limited. But in my opinion, it's a better way to improve yourself and your skills on photography. So after all these harsh words and criticism on Instagram, I think there is one question left. Should you uninstall the app? I would say no. Of course, Instagram can harm your motivation and your self-esteem on photography, but it's also a great way to express yourself. You shouldn't value too much missing followers or likes, but you should see your Instagram feed as your own canvas, as a gallery of your own development of photography, and also as a journal of your own journey and voyage of photography. So okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to, you can give me a thumbs up, hit a bell, or also subscribe to my channel. All the sources I used to make this video are linked in the descriptions beside my social links like Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and my website. If you want to know more about my own beginning in photography, I will link you this video in the info box and also my review of the Xiaomi S12 Ultra Concept phone, which should allow you in the future to adapt Leica M lenses to a cell phone. So I hope we will see you soon, and don't catch a cold, and bye!